Hi there, Selective Collective. This is Kim with a collective message because I realize it's been a minute since I've done one. And what's coming to mind for me to do is a reading of Get Me to My Highest Timeline. What is it? Where is it going to be? And how do we get there from wherever we're at? So we're going to use Kim Cran's Wild Unknown Alchemy deck, one of my favorite decks, to ask those questions. So let's go ahead and get into this. Opening up for the Selective Collectives, Spirit Guides, and Angels. All right. Messages for the collective. We want to find out about our highest timeline. Whoa. And how we get there. How do we get there? Oh, wow. Well, okay. These three just popped out. In the shuffle. That pops out. So you're being benevolently guided to your life, work, soul purpose. Things must be dissolved. Things are going to be dissolved in order for you to get there. All right, this dissolution, I mean, you could kind of look at it as you just being immersed in so many emotions here too. I'm not getting the necessarily dissolving of the ego, although it could be part of it, of leaving behind the labels and things that we used to be. But you're being guided to your life's work with the Raven's Head. It's the work begins. You now have the pearl, you have the wisdom, you have the information. It's definitely connected to creativity and your throat chakra. So first, let's see, what is it about? What is the life work going to be about here for this collective? What is the life work or the highest timeline? That is your highest timeline, apparently. What your soul came here to do is your highest timeline. So what is this timeline going to look like for us? What is it going to look like? Whoa. Wow. The blue temple, the azure vault. This has to do with celestial guidance. Again, being like guided. It's vision from the heavens. Vision from the heavens. And some type of energy that will be rising in you. So you're going to feel more alive. It's going to look like heaven. It's going to look like heaven. What else is it going to look like? What is this going to look like? Us using our wisdom. Like I say, the wisdom is represented by the pearls of wisdom in this beak of the raven, and the wise salt. You are the wise salt. Your experience and your magic comes from this experience. The salt is the ability to get through any kind of rough time easily. What else is it going to look like? And it's very colorful here. So it's going to look like magic. That's the magic symbol. And the spectrum. What else is it going to look like? Wow. The silver, like being refined like fine silver. Get ready to receive. It's going to look like luxury. Divine feminine energy also. Luxuries, silver. It's the refinement of your body, of your mind. You're going to polish off or dissolve all the other stuff and shine. How do we get there, Spirit? How do we get there? Other than you will be guiding us, how do we get there? You will see the spark of light. You will see the spark of light and pull yourself out of some type. Wow, and the great work on the bottom. So you're already getting like praise because of the very powerful work that you're already doing, or that is here in your future to do. How do you get there? Through the work. Through the work. This is the work begins, and this is your great work. These two cards are very much soul purpose, and so that's your highest timeline. How do we get there? Synchronicities, sparks of light, and coming out of chaos or confusion. But I'll put it like this. Because you've done something over and over in many lifetimes. So you have already created the diamond under pressure. And so how do you get there? You will see signs and synchronicities leading you to this great work. You are the sparks of light here on earth. You are the light workers here. You are the spark of light. Helping to make sense of a rather chaotic time, and that's how you get to your highest timeline. With this synchronicity, I see a lot of death and rebirth cycles that have already occurred. Let's talk about gifts and abilities that will help us along the way here, or regarding this great work. I have telepathy on the bottom, tarot card reader, diviner, healer, teacher. So what gifts and abilities with the Oracle of Genetic Gifts will we be using to get to this highest timeline that obviously includes our life work and our purpose? Empath. Extremely sensitive person that feels another's emotions. Empathic. You're an empath. Ascension number 11 here. Light-based technology. So yeah, an empath is someone that can feel another person's emotions. And when you're empathetic, it's different than compassion. Like what I see with this card is saying that, and the reason it's different than compassion, you probably know this, but where you've actually had the experience yourself. I feel like I'm speaking to old souls. It doesn't have to be on this life, although. It could just be the actual experience of a certain emotion or a situation. Like if you find it very easily for you to have care and compassion, almost like you have been in somebody's shoes, but if you haven't, then maybe it is because you have in a different lifetime. Because that's the difference, is that you've actually gone through something. You've actually felt the way that another person feels, and you understand the emotion so well yourself of how you feel that it allows you to understand other people's emotions very well. Whereas a lot of people are in this land of confusion when it comes to what do I feel and why do I feel what I feel. I feel like you have a very good understanding of your feelings and your emotions. Okay, so what other gifts or abilities or ascension, I was going to say, or ascension. I was picking up the crystalline light body there with the wise salt. Like the ability to let more light into your life. Ascension number 6, it says chemical ether light quota and body is 33%. Like your chemicals are changing. And you're here to build something. Life path number 4, the builder, ruling planet Earth. You're here to build something on Earth regarding this highest timeline. And it will be something that it's going to show how refined, like silver, you are. Okay, I have indigo. Okay, I got a few things. This kept going and going. I have 2 with ascension number 2, flood of mental emotion, water. I have rainbow children, indigo child, a wave of born between 1988 to 1998. Just extra confirmation if those are your birth dates, years. And then clear sentience, a clear feeling. So empathic, and you get very clear, you're very clear on the feelings you get. You have wise discernment of what is not yours. And you actually pick up on more. I think it's because of your ability to understand very well your own emotions and feelings. So when you pick up on these feelings from people or objects or places, you're able to interpret the data very easily, the information. Okay. What else? Any wave of volunteers from the indigo child, a 2 I'm hearing. We also have clear cognizant and clear knowing. Yeah. Well, and this kind of goes along with what I was saying with the having the ability to interpret how you're feeling. Wise discernment, but then also have a clear knowing. This is when you just know things. You may not even, you may say, well, I didn't get a sign or synchronicity. I just know something. That's an ability too, and that is claircognizance. So there's this tree of knowledge on top of a book, and then a star above it. It's like you are that star. You have a lot of knowledge of us as above, so below. You also have knowledge of the knowledge. So you know about the things that are taught, regardless of whether you agree with it or not. There's a powerful urge here to know these things, to know things. Now, like I said, whether you agree with it or not. So empath, clear cognizance, and clear sentience, clear knowing, clear feeling, and then feeling another person's emotions. What else? What are we being guided to? The light worker in us. Oh, and the light worker actually came out on top of the sparks of light. Yeah, I told you. You're a light worker. You're awakened. You're being guided to living in the truth of being awakened, a healer, a teacher, and a truth seeker. Wow. You're being guided to your highest timeline through the work that you do, or that you're here to do as a light worker, because that's what's going to make your soul satisfied. Life path number 5. You don't have to be these life paths, by the way, but we have perfect alignment here with 4, 5, 6. Life path number 5, the free spirit ruling planet Mercury. They have something to do about communicating to others about how free they are, how divine they are. That might be part of purpose too. And ultimately, your highest life path. I didn't know that I was going into purpose, but it feels like it's more about that, and that giving you your soul satisfaction is popping up. Shaman, natural healer, soul retrieval, and earth magic. Their indigo child. I have the beta generation born between 1968 and 1978. And from Dolores Cannon, what I can get from the indigo waves is from her, citing her would be from 1958 up. This one keeps wanting to come out. So it's also something tied to your money and showing people how you can make money and live in the way that we have to live here, but through the means of your life work and your soul purpose by still being a light worker. You know what I mean? Because I have life path number 8, the financier, ruling planet Saturn. Another 2. You may have a partner or someone that is being drawn to you that was born between 1968 and 1978. Just because it fell out on an awkward way. It's strange. Life path number 2, the partner, ruling planet Moon. 2-2. Anything else? 10. You're here to... Ooh. Ascension number 10, the Nirvana plane, 12-strand DNA teleportation. I talked about this one of the last readings we did. Okay. Psychic medium also might have something to do with what you're able to do, spirit, with all of these gifts or abilities. You may have a claircognizant, a clear knowing when you're getting messages, or when you consciously tap into getting a message for somebody from a passed on loved one. With the psychic medium, communication between spirit worlds. Okay. But the 10, ascension number 10, a 10 is a completion. It has Nirvana plane. 12-strand DNA is supposed to be the original divine DNA blueprint for us. One that surpassed aging. One that surpassed any kind of like block that you would have to healing yourself. This DNA would open up the gates for all of those abilities to come in, to make honestly life a little bit more enjoyable, a lot more enjoyable. Like it was intended to be easier, and then something was done with the DNA, and so this is saying that's kind of like, I don't know, something that's being activated in you because you are the light worker here. You are the ones that, first of all, were able to adjust your belief systems, to accept that there were things that were unlocked in your DNA. And when you accept that and accepted it and made it a belief, when you accepted that these spiritual gifts do exist on earth and that you can have them, things started to unlock for you. It's like when like your communication with spirit realm is kind of out of this world. When you ask for a sign, you get it. Like your sign in synchronicity. When you ask for proof of something, you get it. But that's only because you have unlocked the 12-strand DNA. I'm going to word it as like, it is, to me, it requires you to have an open belief system about these kinds of things for this to even be able to be part of your life. And I do think it's probably part of the evolution here into a light body, but there are going to be people that get onto that fast track is what I'm getting, that you are a fast track light worker on a fast track. So you went through challenges and struggles and possibly are still going through some that are even more intense than normal, and that is because you're on a fast track. So don't get discouraged by that. So that's the main part of your message. I'm going to pull from the 108 deck to just maybe get some more information on the highest timeline, or what some of this heavenly inspiration is, right? And by the way, I do have private readings available if you need one. They're recorded readings. And you put in the notes what you want to know and then email me. And thank you to all the people who have gotten one. And I really appreciate the support with that. I have 6 castle, pride, recognition, position, praise for achievements, wealth, ancestry, power, prestige, the castle. You definitely have an alliance coming in, or you're in one with the tandem bicycle. 2 of a kind, collaboration, hook up. Or you have some choices, direction change and options. A change in circumstance. 72 might have to do with your higher order angels. There's 72 of those. There's also 72 fallen angels or Goetia. number of angels, and so that makes what? 144. So the 144,000 will be the earth angels. Being guided by your angels. And look at that with that, there's a decision. Do you want to go on the dark path? Do you want to go to the light path? I'll still be here to read for you no matter what path you're on. But you have free will choice. You have opportunities. Okay. All right, the fish hook can be when we feel lured into a certain situation, but it also says great catch, luck, prosperity, and abundance. And the multiple, okay, that's what it's meaning. And so this new higher timeline, it's about your abundance here and luck. And like, yes, you may have felt like at one point you were in a situation that we felt powerless in, but it was part of the equation to get you to this highest timeline is what I'm getting. A big yes. A big yes. And the rainbow. Beautiful. Being guided. The promise. The promise. I have something changing for you within 1 to 3 months. I'm going to have to investigate what is this roadblock about. Temporary. Okay, there was a temporary delay of change or a setback. Tell me more. Where you had to take a detour. It was for the, look, I'm telling you, it's for the point of some type of, there was a reason for a setback. There was a reason for a roadblock. There was something that you were preparing for, getting ready for. It's probably going to happen here in 1 to 3 months. It has to do with the rings card. So contracts, agreements, strong connections, unions, partner, counterpart, lovers, telepathy, like-minded people, committed partner, engaged, interconnected, and a soulmate. And then we have the community, roundabout, connections, perfect timing. Eyeglasses, time to look, take a closer look. Awareness, it says awareness. Seeing clearly. Seeing clearly. And I have the bonfire and the phoenix. The phoenix says transformation, eternal soul, renew, resurrection, rebirth, destroy, rising from the ashes, emerge, new air, alchemy, transmutation, ascension. The end is just the beginning. 1 says bonfire, enthusiasm, energy, heated, intense, joy, ignite, passion, ecstasy, orgasm, get things going, fanaticism, fierce. And so you're rising. Yeah. All right, let's pull one from the White Light Oracle, and then I'm going to wrap up this reading. It was just a short little reading. A little reading for you. Ivory, wish fulfilling crow, and Mandela of the heart. Okay, I'm going to look in the guidebook. Alana Fairchild. 528 hertz, Mandela of the heart. Let me look up that 528 also. Let's see, so 17. So sometimes aspects of our life fall apart or don't go to plan, but they will come. They do so that it can come back together in a beautiful new way. Trust in goodness, the inevitable blessing of your destiny that will fall into place. Do not trust your fears. Put the faith in the love of your heart, and know that a heartfelt wish is soon going to manifest. And 528 hertz is the love frequency of creation. You're being put on notice that the Divine Feminine has a vision for your soul and is organizing events accordingly. She will guide through your heart, and with her protection, the manifestation of your soul path is assured. Nice. Nice. And then 39. You can have what you truly want. Such knowledge helps soften and release fear, grasping, control, and doubt. Have confidence the universe hears your prayers and is even now leading you into what you seek. You can seek sanctuary within your spiritual connection whenever you need stabilization and protection against the fluctuations of the external world. No matter what is happening around you, there is a way through to the fulfillment of your potential. And that's exactly what this highest timeline is about. Yep. Okay, and an angel number to close it out, completely close it out. 20. All these twos in your reading. Wow. All right, so 20 and 20 and 22. Wow. All right, so I have 20. You relate to others on, look at all these. You relate to others on almost a cosmic level. That's because you're a light worker. You are dedicated to building harmonious relationships of all kinds. You have the ability to persuade others to your point of view by using gentle means. I am harmonious. And master number 22, you are in possession of incredible creative powers. It is assured that you can achieve anything you wish. I am aligned. 222 and 0 point creation. Sending you love and light. Bye-bye.